Good morning and welcome to Cawfeetawk. So I got a letter from a young girl. She's 21 and she believes she is in love with the man she would like to spend the rest of her life with. I thought, isn't that special? And it's quite possible that she is in love with the man that she's going to spend the rest of her life with. Doesn't mean she should. Also doesn't mean she shouldn't. There are exceptions to every rule. We would all like to believe we are special enough or our love is strong enough to stand the test of time and to be the Noah and Allie from The Notebook. We all want to believe that the person we meet or find at 21 really is the one that's going to go the distance with us. And I know that there are some of you out there who are going to comment and say, I met my husband in high school and we've been married 40 years. You are the exception, not the rule. Most women at 21 are not the women they will be at 40. Also, a woman's view of her husband changes either greatly for the better or greatly for the worse after children. Let me say that again. A woman's view of her husband changes either greatly better or greatly worse after having children together. How a man is with his children will affect the way a woman reacts to him. If he is wonderful with her children, and make no mistake, she will internally view them as her children. Ladies, I know you're going, right, they're my kids, right? And you think that way if you have silent thoughts about leaving him ever, like when you're really mad and you think, and I'm going to take my kids and I'm going to go. Or if he has to discipline your kids and you know he needs to do it, but you're like listening to him do it and you're thinking, okay, but could you get out of my kid's face? Could you not? Whatever. Anytime you think it's my kid, you're just like me. We know we need the daddies, but let's be honest, ladies. They're our kids. Anyway, if a man is a half-ass father, if he's just not present with your kids, these are things that will cause resentment and you will in turn see him for the worst. At 21, you can't know this because kids are far off and it's all romantic and we're going to make this beautiful baby and it's going to be wonderful. Anyway, I want to tell you some advice that I wish I had when I was young. My mother did stop me from making grave mistakes, though. I would like to give credit where credit is due. That woman did pull me out of the trenches in some nasty relationships. So, Mom, if you're watching, thank you. But I would like to give you some advice since I finally found a relationship that works. Also, I'm a different person, so the relationship works. But it is not a matter of if you will be hurt in your relationship. You can't control when you will be hurt. You can't control if you will be hurt. But you can control who hurts you. That is the only thing we have control over. Who do we allow in our circle, in our space, in our life, in our hearts, in our beds, with our children? These are the things we can control. We can only control who hurts us, not if, and definitely not when, because we know it's coming. Choose somebody that you already know you genuinely want to forgive. Well, Jamie, what do you mean by that? Some women are fixers. They're savers. They find validation in landing the conquest. They want the guy that treats all other women like shit because they want to prove that he will then treat her differently so that she can proudly parade the relationship around, only to find out 5 years later that in fact she was no different. He just got better at hiding his behavior. So there are the fixers, right? Then if you know who somebody is, if that person has shown you who they are, and you choose to go into a relationship with them anyway, you already have your guard up. So when they hurt you, you take on the I knew better. Why Why did I let this happen? I knew he was going to do this, or she, depending. This is not somebody you will genuinely want to forgive. This type of relationship carries its own resentment into the relationship. I'll take it one step further. The person that you decide to spend your life with should invoke things in you like kindness, empathy, grace, patience, things like this. When I met Michael, the thought of hurting him hurt me worse than the behavior that I wanted to partake in. I had never felt that way about anyone before. I had never cared about anybody more than I cared about my own selfish needs, ever. So it was interesting to me to be in a relationship with him. And Michael made plenty of mistakes. But he was the man I wanted to forgive. That was the difference. I didn't come into it angry. I didn't come into it trying to fix him. I had nothing to prove other than certain things to myself, that I could be better. And I knew that it was never going to be a matter of if or when Michael would hurt me. But I was going to choose who hurt me wisely, because the men that were hurting me before Michael didn't deserve. Not only did they not deserve to hurt me, they didn't deserve my forgiveness. You see, there's a difference. The man I was with before Michael was abusive, was a habitual, patternistic, like this with all the women he was with. I saw it all. I was trying to prove that like I could be different, that I was somehow like special, and that, you know, I somehow brought like unicorns and marching bands with my love. And the truth was, none of that was true. So I found myself on the receiving end of the same crap relationship that every other woman who had come before me did. And he didn't deserve my forgiveness. And so the relationship was tumultuous. We fought all the time. We yelled, we screamed, we called names because nobody wanted to forgive. To anybody thinking about getting into a relationship, thinking about getting married, and I want you guys to share this video with people who are in new relationships, whether it's after a divorce, whether they're young, whatever it is. Listen to what I'm telling you. Even in friendship, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. You can never fix them. It says nothing about you at all, because nobody could have fixed me. I fixed myself. They must fix themselves. You cannot choose if and when you are hurt in your life. All you can do is choose who you allow to hurt you. So surround yourself with people with the best intentions. People that evoke grace in you. People you want to extend grace with. You want to grow with. People that you want to forgive. Because to err is human. Everybody's going to make mistakes. And the people you allow in your life will hurt you. So choose wisely. I love you today. Have a great day.